Hey guys, alright, I am back for part 2. Now, just to give you a recap of yesterday's part 1, let's see, what did I talk about? Number 1, remember, we are teaching children. You really need to remember this. Number 2, relax and keep calm. Deep breaths, my friends. Alright, next, act like a child. Be silly. Go crazy. Let your inner child out. Have some fun in the classroom. And our last one. Do not, I repeat, do not try to convert these children into Western thinkers and Western ideologies. They are Chinese. Their parents don't want us to convert them. They want us only to teach them English. All right. Now, let's get going on part 2. Here we go! Now, a lot of you might be thinking about, hey, I don't know what I'm going to teach these children. I don't know what they like. I don't know what they do after school. Well, they do everything that our Western children do, but they do a ton of more homework. That is right. And I'm talking about a lot of homework. So, one way that we can turn our class more into the Chinese style of doing more homework is to introduce flashcards. Now, I myself use flashcards at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the class. Now, flashcards are wonderful because you can do so many things with them. For example, if we are talking about fruit, we could say, hey, what is this? Oh, that's right, this is a banana. What color is the banana? It's yellow. Yeah, it's a yellow banana. And can you tell me what animal eats bananas? That's right, a monkey eats yellow bananas. So, just right there, we have 3 questions and 3 different sentence structures that the children can now speak in English. Very good. The parents will love you for this. This is very important to show the parents that the children are not only learning the English lesson, but they are learning new words as well as new sentence structure outside of the lesson. Excellent. Let's see what we have next. All right, guys. Now, what I'm going to tell you about next is what we can do to improve the rate of students that are signing up with our classes. One thing that the Chinese really like is to see the children doing more work outside of the lesson, which I have already stated about using our flashcards. Now, one thing we can do is focus on homework. Now, not only do we want to give them a reading homework from our Palfish reading application, we also should give the older kids some sort of writing prompt or oral English prompt for our next class. You must understand that during Chinese school, the children are not allowed to ask many questions or to use their imagination and to be creative during the class. They are to learn what they are being told, not to ask questions. So, one thing I really like to do with my older kids is to give them some creative reading or writing prompts. One of the things that we could talk about is space exploration or deep sea ocean exploration. Another thing that we could really talk about is using the imagination to create different worlds. Now, they see this idea from the American and the Western TVs and the movies, but they're not very well versed in it because nobody will talk to them about this. So, one thing with the older kids, you could say, hey, I want you to create me an animal. What animal would you like to be? What sound do they make? What do they like to eat? Where do they live? And then draw me a picture and give me details about this. Now, this might not seem like it's very difficult homework for Western children, but believe me, the Chinese, they're not very well used to creating and being creative like this. So getting something that they can think about and they can physically show the parents and then they could give us the English details is a very good way to show the parents that you care about the student's future and you want them to improve not only the English in the book but to improve their English thinking as well and to be a little bit more creative and imaginative. So guys, remember, always, always try to push the students. Try to get them to think outside of the box. And I promise you that the parents will notice this and they will come back for more and more and more, because you are giving them something that no other teachers are giving them. And that is what they want. They want their child to be able to be better than the next student. And how can they be better than the next student? By doing more and thinking more and being able to be creative. Yeah, that is what they want, and that is what we are here to give to them. All right. Now, on to the younger kids. We do need to get down to their level a little bit, and one way I like to do that is with our puppets. Now, I do have about 5 puppets here. Now, this is Fred. He is a frog, of course, and Fred likes to jump. Yeah, jump, 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 jump. All of the children do enjoy puppets. Now, even the older kids, 11, 12 years old, they will still enjoy our puppets and our puppet shows. So I have Blue. Blue is a donkey, and he has very big ears, and he's also very, very lively. So, just like Western children, the Chinese will love when you bring out the puppets, but we just have to tone down and change what we are talking about. So, for Dino, he's a dinosaur, and he likes to eat you. Roar! Yeah, so what we could do with our puppets is introduce them to the children, and 90% of the time, the children will run to their room because they have puppets. And now you have puppet friends, and every class you are meeting, you can bring out these puppets. And that will also build a relationship with the student and the parents, because you're making the children special. They know, oh, I've got class with Teacher Greg today. Well, that means that I'm going to get to see Blue. I'm going to get to see Fred. Now I need to get my puppets out, and we can start to tell stories together. I have students that every class I meet them, we pick up our stories from the last class with our puppets, and we spend maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if we have time, during the warm-up or at the end of the class, just playing with our puppets. Now, that is a very exciting way for the children to learn English, and for the parents and the teachers to relax and as well judge the students' level of English, because we're not only playing with puppets. We're speaking English, we are listening, and we are discussing and creating different and new stories for the students and the teacher. So, remember, puppets for the younger kids. The older children, we could work on writing prompts, oral prompts. These things are very, very good ideas, and they work. Believe you me, they do work. Promise you, they will work for you. All right, now, we are almost finished with part 2, so let's look at what I have gone over in part 2. Number 1, remember, they're children. Relax, okay? Just relax, keep calm, breathe. Act silly, be funny, let your inner child out. Be loud, okay? Don't try to convert them into Western children or Western thinking. Now, with the older kids, bring out their imagination. Do this by introducing new ideas through writing prompts and oral English prompts. This will allow the students as well as the parents to think more about English and to learn outside of the box. With our younger kids, introduce the flashcards, introduce the puppets, be fun, be silly, sing songs. Yeah, the parents are going to like this. I promise you, it's worked for me. I have so many students on Palfish, I don't know what to do anymore. Now, I want you guys down below, if you have any questions, feel free to ask anything Palfish related, please. Keep it clean. And if you are on Palfish, go ahead and shoot me a message and we can talk on Palfish. No problem. I want everybody here to be as successful as I am, because believe me, Palfish is a wonderful, wonderful company. I don't know what I would do without Palfish in my life. It is giving me, as well as my wife and my child, an immense amount of time to be together, and I don't have to leave the house, which is wonderful. I'm always around when something needs help, and I'm always around when something needs done in the house, which your wife or your husband would really appreciate not being gone from 9 to 5 every day. So, guys, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Stay tuned. Next video is coming soon. Once a week, here we go. Come back and see Greggy B. I'll see you guys soon. Palfish out. See you later. Bye.